I am back. So it's giving me about 30 minutes. So this is probably going to be a three-part video. I'm okay with that. So I have this razor here because that's how I sharpen these two so that I don't like keep on sharpening because this wood here kind of gets stuck to the pencil lead. So I just use a straight razor to expose more lead if it's sharpening unevenly. So, and that reminds me I need to get some more of those. And they come in handy. And I use them for not just the Prismacolors either. I use them for my Crazy Arts and my Crayolas. So alright. So what I did was I decided to go back in here. So this is dark green. This is olive. That's green. This is the true green, and then the chartreuse. I thought that would add a better depth of color. So I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna go in with my dark green. Up in these fins. Alright, a little bit. And then go in right in the crease area and fade that out just a little bit. Bring it up. I'm not going to use olive on this part since it's just the fins. But I wanted a nice darker color to work with. And I think I'm going to also add it up in here. Okay, so that's our dark green. And then I'm just going to go in with my green and go over dark green and bring it out. So I'm not too chatty today. Really, there's not much to talk about. I am trying to set up my coloring area in I have a room that I'm going to use, but I also color in my bedroom, and I have a desk in my bedroom that I may end up putting in the room that I'm going to use for my art room eventually. But I'm looking for a small aquarium to get a couple of fish, freshwater fish, and also setting up a terrarium for my desk area as well. And because I'm a big person of reusing things. I don't like throwing things away. I like to find another purpose for something if I can. If you have been here for a while, you know I do my color and my drinking colors. And so I have a tequila bottle that I want to repurpose. So I'm thinking of doing a closed terrarium to put on my my desk as a little, you know, enclosed garden ecosystem. But it will take a while to do because I have to find a way to get things into the bottle because the opening of the bottle is so small. Um, so it has to look very, it's not going to look like a terrarium that I would want to have. So I probably will make another one at some point, but this one will have to look rustic, you know? No extra like landscaping or little characters in the bottle or anything like that because the neck of the opening of the bottle is too small to fit decorations in, so it will be sticks and moss, and I think even in a closed aquarium I could put like a little tiny snail or like a worm or something, and it doesn't kill them because the terrarium, if you do it right, creates its own oxygen and its own rain. Well, not really rain, but you know, it waters itself. And it oxygenates itself, so that's the plan. And once I have everything set up, then I will do an art room or art area tour. Even though a lot of times, like right now, I'm in my kitchen because it is the sunniest part of my house. So it's weird, this house, because it's fairly dark and we can't figure out why, because it's not really blocked by anything. And other rooms get light, but some rooms get light and some rooms don't. And it's almost like a sensory deprivation thing, because you don't really know how sunny it is outside until you go outside and then you're like, oh my god. But I guess it works out in the summertime, really, if you think about it, because it's so dark in here. It keeps it a little cooler. But my art room should get a decent amount of light. So right now we're using the true green. And it doesn't matter the pressure because I mean, you want to fade it out a little bit when you get to the part that you're going to start doing the chartreuse. But that's about it. So this is going to be a 3 or 4-parter. Because you know, I can spend time and time and time on one element. And while this was uploading, and while the other part, once this uploads, I will still be working on this picture, so that's going to help with the time. But I do want to only have 3 parts to this, but it may be 4. Sorry for the rocking of the camera, but this table's a little loose. So yeah, later on today, we will do the other page. And then we'll either stay in this book after that, or we will work in, something else. Maybe we'll work in my favorite book, pop manga, and get something out of that. But you know, that's my favorite book, y'all. Pop manga Mermaids. Alright. I'm just going in, trying to smooth everything out. That was our true green. And now we're going to use our chartreuse. I'm just going to go ahead and do this top fin and get that one squared away. I haven't seen my movie in a while. I may have to go look it up and watch it. Battleship. I really like that movie. Alright, so we are almost done with that fish here. We could have kept it following Ariel and made her yellow and blue, but I like this combination better. work on, let's accomplish something real quick and work on the shell. Can't get my thing out. So I'm gonna use the light color first. So we're gonna use the 1008 Palmer Violet. And we're just gonna go ahead and finish coloring in this shell here. And then right in this highlighted middle section, we're going to introduce that mulberry, which is 995. Go ahead and introduce that color so that the fin is the only place where you see that color. Okay, and then that bottom is going to be violet 932. And then this here, I think we just go ahead and use gold or something. And bring that color out a little bit. And then go back with our Parma and bring that down into the mulberry. And that's that. We got the shell. And since we're still over there, let's get that dark green and take care of these little leaves here. That little white spot I left right here, it's because I think that's supposed to be hair. Alright, so that's that green. Then we're going to take our yellow, go in, and just those are supposed to be pearls, but we'll put gold on that too. Because I don't have anything to really make it pearls other than trying to use maybe cream and metallic silver to make like an opalescent pearl, but for now we'll just go ahead and make it gold. Okay. So that's that. We got a few more minutes before it thinks about cutting off. Let's go ahead and work on the tail. I'm gonna go back without, let's go back on purple. And I'm gonna show you all, it's probably a cut off now, but I'm gonna show you how I sharpen. I use the bigger hole. And that's the point it gives me. I think it might be something stuck in there. I'm gonna have to check that out, but that's good enough for me. And we're just gonna go ahead and color this. And then this area here is gonna be mulberry. Color into this, bring that out. That'll be the mulberry. Again, mulberry. All right. All right. So now I'm gonna take the mulberry 995. I want to get my areas that I chose to be highlighted areas. Bring it down to there. All right. Let's get it right around here. A little bit. Here a little bit. we got our color going on. Fleshed out what we want happening with our color. Down a little bit right there. All right, so that's our pen right there. So like we did with the fish, we're just gonna go in now and start working with blending everything. So, I'm a blender and I like to layer, so I know there's people who feel like, who are straight colors, or people who don't like blending that much, and you know, to each his own. But I love to blend. That's my thing. I love blend master. That's how I call myself, you know. Because I love to blend. This is my favorite thing. For me, it just makes a picture come to life. But, you know, you do what is comfortable for you and how you like to color, because it's supposed to be fun and enjoyable. And if you don't like to layer or blend, then don't. If it stresses you out, you definitely shouldn't, because that is not the point. The point is to create something that you're happy with and that you had fun while you did it. Where are we at in time? Okay. I'm trying to knock this video out before I have to go to work, because I do have to work today. And then once I'm back from work, we will work on the other page that I showed you all in the first part and the last part. So and hopefully I will be able to get that video up in a decent amount of time. I stayed up last night and watched Harlem Nights, one of my favorite movies. Red Fox, um, Richard Pryor, Denyse, just a whole bunch of, Eddie Murphy, because it's an Eddie Murphy movie. But just a whole bunch of funny comedians. And I love Denyse's character. And when they go out and fight in the alley, it's just like, oh, so you want to hit people with trash cans. Oh my God, that cracks me up. And then he shoots off her pink toe.